Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the next episode of Joe Kelley's Psychedelic Experience. What's going on with you, my friend? Your old pal Joe here, once again, checking in with you on a motherfucking Monday. How's it going? How's it hanging? Listen, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing better than you ever thought you possibly could be doing. And if you're not, hey, that's A-okay. But get your fucking shit together, will you? May 1st already, motherfucker. What the hell? May 1st, 2023. What the hell is going on? How have we come this far into 2023 already? Get your fucking shit together. It's winding down already. We're already almost in the second half of goddamn 2023. Blows my mind. Blows my goddamn mind every time I think about it. May fucking 1st. Wow. Do you believe it? I certainly don't. Hey, got some shows coming up for you, my friends. A lot of things have been switched around this month. So it looks like I'm going to be in California the 17th and the 18th with my good buddy Aaron Weber. We'll be at the Irving Improv on the 17th, and then I believe the Ontario Improv on the 18th. And then the 19th, I'll be in Murray, Kentucky. You believe that, people? Fucking California one day and then Murray, Kentucky the next. Who would have thought I'd come this far in life? Good Lord. Knoxville, Tennessee. I'll be there May 28th, bringing my good buddy Monty Mitchell with me. Got some shows in Nashville in June, and then going to be all over the goddamn place in August. Louisville, goddamn Boston, other places as well. It's going to be wild at the back end of this year. Go to joekellycomedy.com for all the upcoming dates and shows, my friends. What's going on with you? How was your week? What did you get into? Did you have all sorts of fun? Did you enjoy yourself the last weekend or the whole last week of goddamn April 2023? What'd you get into? Well, me? You should have never asked. Goddamn, thank you. That's very kind of you to ask what I did. I was in goddamn Napanee, Indiana this past week, people. You ever been there? Probably not. There isn't too much going on. We did a great show at the Round Barn Theater there in Napanee, Indiana. Hey, wouldn't you know it, what do you think that fucking place was? If it was named Round Barn Theater, what kind of place do you think this would be? If you thought it was a barn, goddamn, you are correct. It was a barn that they turned into a theater. So now it's a barn theater that is round. It's pretty cool. Neat little place. They got a gift shop in there. A lot of, Mennonites and Amish people there in Napanee, Indiana. They're living in the old times, but it's still very modern. Like it was a barn, but the barn had Wi-Fi and electricity. And I don't think the people that were running the Round Barn Theater were Amish necessarily. They were something. I do know that. They were something. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I don't think it was Amish. It might have been gay. Might have been a little bit more gay than Amish, but I can't be too sure. You can't judge people nowadays, but they didn't have full brim hats or horses or anything like that. So they weren't Amish, but might have been gay. So, it's a theater. What do you expect, people? What do you expect other than a bunch of people? There's a bunch of wigs in the back. There's wigs in the fucking green room or backstage and makeup. We could have had ourselves a good time, but we just did the comedy show. But these Amish people are cheating. I do know that. They're not really Amish anymore. They try to be. Like, they still ride on horses and buggies because, that's the way of the Amish for some reason. But the horses and buggies got fucking lights on them. Like goddamn traffic lights or whatever, you know what I mean? For the car. Reflectors, some shit like that. So your horse is all electrified. You phony fuck. Just get a car at that point. If you're going to hook up lights to your horse because you still want to be Amish or whatever, at that point, get a fucking Honda Civic. What's the fuck's the point? What's really the difference between a goddamn horse and a buggy with lights on it and a 94 Honda Civic? Not much. Not much. One, you're bullshitting yourself with, pretending to be something you're really not. You know, you're on fucking Google Fiber jacking off in the old fucking barn there, Ezekiel. And then you want to pretend that you're Amish or something like that. But they seem to, they seem like good people up there. But it wasn't, I was expecting, everybody's just conformed to society, man. Everyone's connected and plugged into the internet, and we're all just slaves to the technology at this point. Even the Amish people. I thought they were like the last stand of people that were like, we're not going to do the technology thing, but they are very technologically plugged in. And even if they don't ride in a car, they'll just ride in somebody else's car. I really don't know what the point of being Amish is. If anybody could explain what Amish is nowadays, what a modern Amish person is, because I thought it was, you were just supposed to wear all black and use a horse for transportation, and everything had to be like handmade, and you couldn't use electricity. The only thing I really know about Amish people is from Weird Al Yankovic. That Amish Paradise song, if y'all remember that, Fine Tune. But that's the extent of my research on Amish people, is a parody song by Weird Al Yankovic. That's the most research I've done. But I just figured showing up into their fucking town, I'd get a little bit more knowledge. But they just got normal shit. Just normal shit, you know? Is it a religion? Is Amish a religion, or is it a way of life? I guess that's my biggest question. Mennonites, they like God. I know that. That's a religion, right? The gift shop in the barn had a lot of stuff to do with God, which I'm fine with, you know. But I assume there's something going on there that I don't know exactly what it is. But great trip, great show, you know. I worry about being around Amish people. I don't have to do that anymore. I was very concerned they would judge me, but they didn't. They were very kind and welcoming. So I appreciate that about the Amish people. Very good, wholesome... wholesome fucking people, those Amish folks, you know? Great times all around. Always going to those real small towns is like, man, this is where it's at. Living in a place where there's like 2,500 people in the whole town. I don't know if that's completely accurate. Napanee is a small city. I do know that. But those small towns, dude, when you're there, it's like, oh, this is what it is. It's quiet, you know? After the show, it was like, I don't know, 9:00. The guy who was hosting, we all went over to a restaurant, had a drink. The fellas had some food, you know, and it was just quiet and nice. It was just fucking peaceful. And there's like 2 roads that run through the whole goddamn town. But it's like, that's where it's at. That's how you're supposed to be living. These cities, good Lord. No wonder everyone's fucking mentally ill and out of their goddamn minds and just killing each other in cities all the time. It's very nerve-wracking. You don't get any peace and quiet. Even if everybody's in bed, there's something going on. There's trucks fucking digging up a road, or, you know, somebody's on fire, or somebody, you know, fell. You know, just those things. So there's sirens and shit and all sorts of racket. And then you get to those small towns and it's like, oh, this is where it's at. This is what life is supposed to be like. But then you don't do nothing. You certainly couldn't be doing a lot of comedy up there in Napanee. Couldn't be working out at the barn every fucking week, you know? But God damn it, it's just so nice and it's so peaceful. I love those types of places. We'll get there one day. We got to handle business now and deal with the racket and the nonsense. It is what it is, but the small towns, people shit on them, but they're fucking way better than the cities, you know? And the people everyone's nice and friendly. They're not worried about getting mugged because they know everybody, or at least have heard of everybody or have seen everybody, you know? They're all neighbors. They're a community. It's not a bunch of strangers fucking flocking to one place because they want to be cool, you know? That's what a fucking city is. Everyone's just trying to be cool, and they're not. And they're just fucking not. It just becomes the same. They all just become the same. There's no flavor to a city anymore. All the cities are just the same fucking people, you know? All the big cities. It's just all big city fucking people. They all suck. Anyway, I'm having a great time. Living where I'm living. But those small cities man, you just don't want to leave. And it's like anywhere, anytime I go to one of those places, I always have the thought where it's like, oh, I could just live here. You know, it'd be great. Napanee would be great. Fucking Dubuque. I have that same fucking thought about any fucking small, quiet town that I've ever been to, where it's like, oh, this is fucking great. But it's like a vacation. Everything is great for a little bit. And then you're there, and then you realize, holy fuck, I just moved to Napanee, Indiana. And there's fucking drunk Amish people with their horses click-clacking. You know, I'm sure it'd be nice, but it would fucking get annoying at some point. I'm sure it would. It's so fucking far away from anything. But the small towns are where it's at, people. If you live in a small town, you're doing it right. Don't let anybody fucking trick you and sell you the show. Also, small towns are where you get a sense of how things really are, you know? Big cities are like a dream. It's all an illusion. They're all selling the show and the sizzle and stuff. So it's like these small towns where everything's falling apart and shitty. That's what's happening. That's what we're going through right now. But if you go to, you go to LA's probably, it depends where you go, a bunch of homeless people, all that shit. But if you go to these big party cities, fucking Nashville and Vegas and goddamn Chicago and all these bigger cities, everyone's like, oh, it's fucking real cool here. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's all fucking illusion. They're selling you on the illusion. But then you go to places like fucking Flint and Dubuque where it's like, oh, it's quiet here, but people don't seem to be doing that great. And that's what's at the core, That's the backbone of America. The backbone ain't all fucking crooked and whatever, spina bifida, scoliosis. The fuck, what's the matter if you got good biceps, if your fucking spine's crooked? You're looking all jacked, but it's all shell. No one can see your spine through your shirt. They can see the biceps, but the spine is all fucked up and you're just hiding it from everybody, using them shell muscles to make everything seem okay and cool when it's not cool. So how about that? Anyway, I talked to my buddy. He got me thinking a little bit. My buddy back home in Flint, he's a good dude. I've known him for quite some time now. Fuck, man, it's been a long goddamn time. I might have known this dude for like 15 years now, something like that. My buddy Justin back home, the first time I met him, I think it was like 2007. It's been a long time. What the fuck? But he had just lost his driver's license because of a DUI, and he still hasn't gotten it back to this day. Just to let you know about this character. He's never driven either. He hasn't driven since he lost his license. He hasn't been no bullshit. He just will get a ride from somebody, He just doesn't want to deal with the process of getting his license back. He also said if he gets his license, he knows he will get drunk and drive. So he's being very responsible by not getting it back. But he's just a character, man. He's fucking wild. But anyway, he was supposed to go get we were just talking, he was supposed to get some teeth pulled. And he couldn't do it because his blood pressure was too high, which I guess I didn't know was a thing, that if your blood pressure is too high, they won't pull your teeth. I'm not too sure what one has to do with the other. It probably, who the fuck knows, if your fucking heart will blow up because you get an adrenaline rush from your fucking tooth getting pulled out of your head, or do you bleed to death from the mouth because, I don't know. If your heart's beating real fast, your fucking blood's just squirting out of your mouth, you're going to fucking bleed out. I don't fucking know. But he's got to go to the doctor pretty soon. And he's just, he certainly doesn't take care of himself, He rips cigarettes, smokes weed, drinks. He switched to just beers now. He's not drinking hard liquor nowadays, which is a good thing. but he still just drinks like a horse, and but he's just going to keep doing that too. He's not going to change anything about, no matter what the doctor says, even if he goes. I'm sure the teeth are bothering him, but if it's a if he needs a doctor's note to get his teeth pulled, he might just not do it. You know what I mean? He's one of those types of guys. But yeah, it's just, his blood pressure was super high. My grandma just had a heart attack. My other buddy who lives right across the street from Justin, we're like the same age, and he had a heart attack like 5-6 years ago. All these people around me, and they don't change anything that they do. They just have no desire to. They're just going to ride it out. They've accepted what their life is, and they're going to enjoy it in the way that they enjoy it, and not worry about if there's something more to it. If you just like ripping cigs and fucking smoking weed, getting hammered, and you can't drive, like you can't go anywhere, so you just hang out all day, and that's what you do. Like, life's perfect. It's just so fascinating to me, because to me, I'm just realizing that or I'm not just realizing it, but the more it becomes certain that I've been living a different life than a lot of people. And I always was trying to encourage people to kind of seek more adventure and a journey in their life. And some people just don't want that at all. And that's very strange to me. I've always been on kind of this adventure and this exploration of what my life is in my existence through this this small time where we're here. I've always been trying to figure something out, and I don't know exactly what I'm trying to figure out. Just life. I'm just trying to see what there is out there. And there's really nothing. It's all what you make of it anyway. So I'm spending all this time trying to figure this shit out and explore it. It's almost like he already had it figured out. And he's just like, fuck, man, I'm just going to fucking party. And not worry about it, and be around my family and just hang out. And that's all I'm going to do. Just fucking hang out and get fucked up and be around my family. Because there ain't nothing else to it. It's, but maybe it's not, maybe there is more to it than that. Or I would hope there would be, because he's always been like a very smart dude, and it's always like, oh man, he could be doing something with himself if he wanted to. Some people just don't want to, for whatever fucking reason. They'd rather just go to a job where they get paid decent enough and just, get hammered on the weekends. At least everybody in Flint. At least everybody I fucking know, for the most part, everybody I know back home they just settle into, I'm just going to fucking get hammered and not really try, not try to figure anything out, not try to explore life in any way, shape, or form. It's very strange. It's very fucking strange, but yeah, just worried about my buddy a little bit. And there's no point, because you can't worry about somebody on behalf of them. That will drive you crazy. If you got to worry about somebody who doesn't worry about themselves, it's going to drive you fucking mad, because they're not going to do anything to ease your worries. They're going to destroy themselves either way. So I can't worry about it, because he's not. Because that was, as soon as we got on the phone, he's like, oh, you feel worried I'm going to die or something like that. And it's like, not necessarily, but kind of, yeah, your blood pressure's all fucked up, but he'll ride it out to the end. He'll ride it out to the end and keep doing what the fuck he's doing. And I guess I am, I'm a pretty stubborn person too. I think we all are to a degree, but it is what it is. It's just strange, when people know it's going bad and they don't even pump the brakes, I knew they were driving off a cliff from day one. Been doing it for 20 years. It's like, I'm not going to let up now. I'm going to ride this motherfucker off, make it look cool on the way out, But who really wants to live until they're fucking 80 anyway? What do most 80-year-olds do with their time? It's like nothing. They just sit around, watch ads on TV, get happy for a few minutes when someone comes and visits you, look out your window all fucking day, just keeping an eye on things. Living long doesn't seem that great. Dying doesn't seem that good either, but also just getting real old and not having anything to do seems awfully, awfully terrible. Which I think is most people who have the idea of retiring in their mind, I think that's what, retirement doesn't seem like. You get closer to it, then it's not all it's cracked up to be or whatever it is. People work hourly jobs for one company forever and then go, oh, I'm working towards retirement. And you go, what is retirement? It's like, oh, you sit around and fucking you rake leaves whenever you feel like it. It's pretty great, Well, that's the cool thing with comedy. Ideally with comedy, with stand-up is there's always ideas to be had, and there's always an exploration aspect of it with either, your own life, your own perspective, or the world is obviously changing every single day, or at least maybe it's not changing as much as it seems, but, there's different news and shit going on. So you always have something to talk about with comedy. There's always something to explore. But if you've never spent any time exploring anything, getting old doesn't seem that fun. So I get just fucking, if you're just going to keep ripping cigs and, fucking drinking 18, 19 beers on a Tuesday, what the fuck else you going to do? Nothing. Just get old and then be sick? Fuck that. That's what you want to do? You want to save up a bunch of money so then you can get sick when you're old and then have all that money to take care of you. Fucking keep ripping bullets. Yeah. What are you going to do? People are either going to take care of themselves or they won't. Or they won't. You can't convince somebody to do it, especially someone who's determined, absolutely determined to stay in their destructive paths. Boy, oh boy. But it is what it is. As long as you're enjoying yourself, fucking who cares? Life ain't all it's cracked up to be, right? It's fun. It's a lot of fun, but, I don't think it's, I think people are very attached to it just because death is so confusing and unknown. But it's certainly, it's a lot of fun. It's great being alive. It's fun, but it's not, I'm sure there's better things. You know what I mean? There's got to be some peace and quiet somewhere. You don't get much peace and quiet being alive. Once in a while, you get to go sit on a rock by a stream, and I guess you could do that every day. What are we doing? Why aren't we all just like fucking living in shacks next to streams? What is it? Because we want to fucking order Dunkaroos by the pallet from Amazon? Is that why? Is that so great that we don't want to fucking have a little peace and quiet by a stream? I don't know. Now we're getting back to the Amish people. But they sold out. They had it right. They fucking had it right with the horses and the making the butter by themselves and, not being on the internet and not having to fucking have constant contact with everybody all the fucking time. They had it right. And then they fucking started doing it. I was thinking about becoming Amish, but then I saw what they become. Man, I just can't do it. It's like, I want to vote. I want to vote Democrat, but I can't. I just can't because of what the party has become. Same thing with the Republicans. I want to vote for these people, but I just can't do it just because of what they've goddamn become. What is an untouched civilization that Who's doing it right? Eskimos? Eskimos got to have pretty peaceful lives, you know? How much Wi-Fi are you getting on the ice? Where you can't put like, what are you going to put a fucking Google Fiber cable out there, run it through the ice? What if it melts? Then the whole fucking ocean is electrified by the internet. That's dangerous. That's dangerous as hell. So I imagine Eskimos do not have Wi-Fi. I don't know. If I've never met any Eskimos at any comedy shows. They're not just wandering around most places. You got to be somewhere cold if you're going to be an Eskimo. You can't be like an Eskimo in San Diego. You're just a Hawaiian at that point. They're the same thing, right? Aren't they? Aren't they both Polynesians? I don't know. That's right. I figured Eskimos come from Polynesia as well, but I could be completely wrong about that. But you put an Eskimo in a goddamn Hawaiian shirt, and you put a Hawaiian guy in a coat with a hat, virtually identical. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I wouldn't. If Gabriel Iglesias just had a hooded coat on, I would assume he was a Hawaiian guy and had nothing to do. He's Mexican. He's not even Hawaiian. Now I'm just coming off racist. That's not good. This is the one that's going to do me in, people. Fuck. I should have stopped while I was ahead. I should have quit while I was ahead, and now I'm going to be out the door because I'm fucking making generic statements about people's races and culture. Is Eskimo a race, or is it just... Or is it just because you live in Alaska? Are there other Eskimos? Are there Canadian Eskimos? Fuck, okay. I got to get off this one. Good Lord. Good Lord, people. I saw a video. I saw a video recently, people, that just was like, talking about exploring life and just trying to see what's out there. And I think I found the meaning of life on the internet pretty recently. It was is a lady with a real big old butt, and she cracked an egg with her butt cheeks. And man, oh man, if I didn't hear some birds chirping and a goddamn harp playing, I got shot by Cupid's arrow. I couldn't even see her face. Just saw her crack an egg with her butt cheeks. And man, I just never seen something like that before. And I think you just know when something's real. And I think I got something going on with this lady cracking eggs with her butt cheeks. It wasn't even, I don't even know who it was. It wasn't on like Instagram. It was just on a third party site. It might have been Twitter, possibly World Star. But either way, I'm in love, guys. And it feels pretty good. It feels pretty good to be in love with somebody. I hope you guys find love too. Maybe not on the internet, maybe in real life, but right now I'm just in a real good place right now. My heart is full and I'm filled with joy and love and peace. And, I would love if that lady fucking broke my nose with her butt cheeks, dude. I'm not even going to lie. If I was eating that butt and she fucking used that egg crack and clinch on my nose, dude, I wouldn't even press charges. I wouldn't. I'd wait for it to heal and then have her do it again. I'd have her, because if your nose is broken, it won't set right most of the time. So I'd let her break it after it healed incorrectly. So then maybe we could set it straight. And then if it didn't work out, she just could do it again. Yeah, dude, that's the kind of guy. I'm very romantic in that sense. You know what I mean? My love language is touch, I guess. I guess you could say my love language is touch because I'd like you to break my nose with your very strong butt cheeks, ma'am. If anybody knows that lady, please help me find her. Or at least put us in touch. I don't want to seem weird about it. You know what I mean? I'm obviously not going to just fucking present that scenario to her. I wouldn't ask her to do it. I'd feel ashamed, I'd be shy. You couldn't just come out and ask. But like, I think a good way to get it done without having to be so weird about it would be like, oh, I'm eating your butt. And then I was like, oh, squeeze my face with your butt cheeks. And then she does. And then like you tickle her and then she like jumps. So then she breaks your nose without you having to ask. She just does it on accident or by accident. You know what I mean? I'm using finger quotes, people who are fucking listening, by accident. And then you gotta go, oh no, it's okay. You can, then she'll feel bad. And then you can make sure that it's okay. And it's not a big deal. And I love you. That's my fucking, man, that's my love story. I can't wait to share that with fucking future family members. You know what I mean? Feels good to be in love, people. Let's get you the animal video clip of the week and get you on your fucking way, all right? This one was very fun. Well, let me do this first. Is a bee an animal? Are you going to get mad because I said it's an animal video clip and actually has to do with bees? It's an insect video clip of the week. Nah, everyone's pretty cool on the podcast. So it's an animal video clip of the week. This one has to do with bees, all right? These people, I don't know what they're doing. They're walking on a road somewhere, possibly India. I assume it's India because it looks like there are Indian people around. But these people are white, all right? They're white, so they don't know what to do in India because they're white. They wouldn't know what to do anywhere outside of a fucking city because they're idiots. They're dumb people. They're white. Not because they're white, just because they're dumb. There just happen to be some dumb ones, all right? But they're fucking walking on this road in goddamn India. And for some reason, a bunch of bees get stirred up. Don't know why, but like thousands of fucking bees get stirred up. One of the Indian dudes takes off running. He falls down, which is always fun. Dude, Indian people have terrible balance when they're getting chased by something. Every time I see an animal video where an animal is aggressive towards somebody in India, they're always falling down or getting sick. It always ends up bad. They always make it worse somehow. It's hilarious. But so this guy's running away from the bees, right? He's fucking taking off. And the white lady and the white fella, I think it was a white fella. The white fella's trying to be a cool guy, like he knows something about bees. Because he sees the guy take off and the girl's starting to freak out. And he goes, listen, just don't move. Just stand there. Just don't move. You'll be fine. You're going to be okay. And she starts getting stung immediately, okay? And then she takes off running. So she didn't listen to his advice. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to be cool. And he flips the phone to himself. So he's taking a selfie video and he's got his mouth covered with his shirt. And he's doing the, hey, I'm not going to move thing because if you don't move, bees won't sting you. And he starts getting stung very, very quickly, a lot. And then he takes off running too. So he didn't even listen to his own goddamn advice because it was terrible advice to begin with. Most bees, I don't think, will sting you. But if they're stirred up, if they're in attack mode, you got to fucking run. You can't just stand around and go, no, I'm one with nature. These bees aren't going to sting me. They're going to fucking sting you, you know? Especially if you don't move, you're an easy target. They won't just, if a bee's trying to get some fucking nectar from a goddamn flower and you walk by or, it starts buzzing around, yeah, it's probably not, if you don't move, it's probably not going to sting you. But if you fucking impede on their home, or they feel like they're going to be in trouble, they're going to fucking attack you. Dummy. I knew that. I still know that. I knew that, and I currently know that still. My uncle, he got into, it was like an underground, he was chainsawing a goddamn stump. And there was like, I think underground wasps maybe, or bees. There were just bees, like burrowing bees. And he fucking cut into their fucking goddamn nest. They fucked him up. He took off running. I'm pretty sure. I think he was at the hospital. I can't remember. But they fucked him up. Because bees will sting you if they feel like they're being attacked. Regardless of if you move or not. But It's just great to see somebody pretend to know what they're doing and it just be wrong completely. You know, he's like, oh, that guy's running. He's only getting stung because he's running away. So let's just stand here. Stand our ground, baby. I'm a big, strong man. And guess what? I'm smarter than you. So just listen to me, sweetheart, and we won't get stung. Oh, you're getting stung? Oh, shit. Well, now you're running away. Of course you're going to get stung. I'll sit here like the man that I am who has all the good ideas and makes all the right decisions. And oh, no, now I'm getting fucking stung too, like a goddamn idiot. Great fucking video. Hey, thanks for checking out the podcast this week, everybody. Hope we had a little bit of fun. I certainly did. I hope you did as well. I do have some shows coming up, everybody. The Yucks for very few bucks. Come see me. California, the 17th and the 18th of May. Irvine on the 17th. Ontario on the 18th. I'll be in fucking Murray, Kentucky, the 19th of May. Knoxville, Tennessee, goddamn Sunday, May 28th. Some Nashville shows in June. All sorts of shit coming up. Louisville, Boston, Seattle. You name it, I'll fucking be there. Thanks for checking it out. Hey, enjoy yourself this week, all right? Have a little bit of fun out there. And do me a favor, before you get out of here, take care of yourself and take care of somebody else. And I'll catch you around real fucking soon. Later. YouTube. What's popping with you bad motherfuckers? Look at that extra bonus video portion of the podcast. How are you, my friend? How's watching things on the internet going for you? I've been watching things on the internet myself. Some days are good. Other days are not so good. Sometimes I think I spend too much time watching things on the internet, you know? But you gotta figure out some way to fill the time. Anyway, I love you. Fucking great hang. Hope you had some fun this week. I'll see you next week, all right? Have fun out there. Enjoy the week. Life is great. It's beautiful. Breathe it in. Enjoy it. It's not going to last forever, nor should it, because then we won't know how fun it is. It's not the best thing ever, but hey, it's a lot of fun.